Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Back to you.
So the Florida State Seminoles kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The option look. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Keelan Russell hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
They punt it away on 4th down. Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To the air, it's Daniels. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, and try to get my guy open.
Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Russell on play action. That's caught. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Russell throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity. And I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. Plows through the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Throwing Russell. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've spun it a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it right.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Hill. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keelan Russell gets it to him on the screen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. On the option. Keeps it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Russell. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football. But he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off to stop the threat.
And And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. Hard running there. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now on the option. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Leaves it with the running. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Mack into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Robinson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. Could be an alley. Gets away from one, finds room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week one, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zoned. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news. those too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The screen, he's got wheels. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
To the air, it's Berry. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Running behind that left side. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. The option, the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wide 80.
Throwing, Mack. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Ready. Go.
Oh, finding some room.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Mack. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. The pick six has him right back in it.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense, though.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snap again. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Switch it.
They'll go right back to the run. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Maybe a crease. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here's the pressure. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. nice home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only that,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.